Hey YouTube, what is going on? It is Saturday night. We're going to take a look at the top 4 cryptos. Well, actually, we're going to be looking at Litecoin, XRP, Ethereum, and Bitcoin. Those are the coins that I've decided to start covering pretty much exclusively. If there's a, if there's another show you got, if there's another coin you guys would like to mine, or if you'd like me to talk about, then that's cool. Oh, sorry about that. If there is another coin that you guys would like me to mine or talk about, that's fine with me. Just let me know in the comments below. But let's go ahead and take a look at what's going on. Okay, we've got the Litecoin is the number 4 still. We got a market cap of 5.567 billion. We're at 88.58. We're down 6.74%. Let's take a look at that 24-hour. And I've been kind of expecting a little bit of a retracement. I mean, this is not doom and gloom. This is not the end of the world. There are some people saying, oh, if it falls below 80, we're going to just keep plummeting. No, that's not going to happen. Every single time I would try to get out, think maybe oh, hey, it's $88. I'm going to try and get out. Maybe use that money, get in a little bit, cheaper, and maybe get more coin than I got right now. But guess what? Every single time I sell out, every time it never fails. It always happens. Every time I get out, say if I get out at 88, guess what? It'll be back up to $92. So, for me, I don't do that stuff anymore. I'm not going to flip it, unless I really think it's going to actually go down, then I might. But right now, it looks like we're just going to consolidate out. We're kind of consolidating down a little bit. It is a little bit of a downwards trend. But I just have a feeling by the time the halving comes, I think it's going to generate a lot more interest, and it's going to signal a buy. Well, guys, looks like we started out the day for Litecoin at $94.89. And right around here is going to be your low for the day so far, which is going to be $88.36. So we just kind of had a ping pong day, just a lot of consolidation, a bit of a boring day. I noticed that on the coin chart where I watch my coins, I think it's HODL. I'm not quite sure. I could be totally wrong, but I noticed a lot of people on there were saying on the message board were saying, "Oh gosh, it's just everything's going down. It's all going to be worthless." No, it's just this is just a bit of a correctionary phase. Like I've said in previous videos before, look at these lower prices as good buy-in opportunities, for the folks who are just getting in, or, for people who sold out and took profits. This is a great time to get in. Remember this, guys. I mean, you want to buy in. If you think you're going to make money when it's going up, when it's green, then great, go ahead and get in. But for the most part, you want to buy. Days like today is times you want to buy. You want to buy when it's low like this. You want to buy low and you want to sell high. You want to sell when it's going up. You want to sell when when it's getting crazy. But periods like this, unless you just really need the money to pay a bill, or, sometimes you do get a little scared. I can't say that, it's never happened to me before, but, don't just sell out because everybody else is selling out. Don't just jump off the cliff because everybody else is doing it. You got to just stick it out. You got to ride it out, because in a few days, we all know that this is going to be green again. I mean, this is actually following. I've noticed that with the cryptos, it kind of follows kind of a schedule a little bit. Usually about right now into Sunday afternoon, it's going to be red. But then for the most part around Sunday evening, maybe after 7, 8 o'clock is usually when you start to see it green and it goes up. Guys, it always recovers. Remember this. Unless it's just some crazy something happens, this always recovers, so don't get freaked out. I mean, things are going to be okay. It's going to be fine. So like I said, your high for today is $94 and let's see, 89 cents, and your low so far, $88.36. So, a lot of ping pong, a lot of boring, a lot of back and forth, a lot of sideways. But, I'm going to continue to say that I'd say by August 6th halving, August 5th, I think one of those days it's going to be. I think it's the 5th or the 6th they're saying. But anyway, whenever that happens, I think you're going to be between 90 and 100. and I think that it's going to start shooting up to about 125 to 150. I'm thinking more realistically, probably 140 to 150, and I'm thinking post-halving, after the halving. When I say post, I mean after. After the halving, I think you're going to start to see it creep up. Once the low supply starts to kick in, once they lower the supply, then you're going to start seeing it creep up. And I think it could hit $600 to $700, but over time. Remember, the key word is over time. It's not going to happen on August the 7th. If you're getting into Litecoin thinking that it's going to go from $88 and whatever cents right now to August 7th, and it's going to spike up to $700, I hate to burst your bubble, but that's just, in my book, that is not realistic. That is not going to happen unless, the only way that would happen is if there was just a massive frenzy of people to get in. Something like say if something like 2017 happened when everybody had to get into crypto, then I could possibly see that happening. But it's not going to happen overnight. It's going to take time for this to go up, and that is exactly what we want. We want it to take time. Okay, well guys, like I said, Litecoin's looking good. Let's move on to the next coin, which is XRP. XRP is your number 3 coin. You've got a market cap of $13.304 billion. We're at 31 cents. We're down 4.09%. Let's take a look at your 24-hour. Okay, let's see. 24-hour. Let's see. We started out the day at about 0.323, 32 cents. Went to about 0.321, so ping-ponged all day to about, let's see, 323 is going to be your high. And your low, 0.3, let's just say 0.308. Yeah, 0.308 is going to be your low. A lot of ping-pong action, a lot of sideways here. Pop to about 0.31, yeah, 0.308, your low, your high, 0.323, yeah, 323. So XRP has not really lost a lot of, it might have lost a penny or so, but as I've said in previous posts, previous shows, XRP seems like to be one of those stable coins right at the moment. So, if I wanted to have my foot in cryptocurrency, but I didn't want to have a coin that, I thought, okay, I'm gonna lose hundreds of dollars overnight on this, on any of these other coins. I think XRP would be the one coin that's going to be one of your more safer bets. But like I said, 43 cents to 50 cents toward the end of the summer. But XRP is looking pretty good. Let's move on to Ethereum, the one I'm mining right now. I've always been a fan of my 2 favorites. I never like to say I have favorites, but I think my 2 favorites are Ethereum and Litecoin. Those are my 2 favorites. Those are always the one coins that I've been full in on. Plus, because they're affordable. So, Ethereum is number 2. We got a market cap of $22.240 billion. We're at $207.70. We're down 6.70%. Let's take a look at that 24-hour. And if anybody has a graphics card, like say a 1050 or a 1060 or better, you want to sell it cheap, hey, let me know. I'm always after that too. Or we do take donations. Okay, we started out the day for Ethereum at about 222.61. Kind of retrace 221. Yeah, 222 is going to be, actually right here is going to be your high. 223.16 is going to be your high, and I think right around here, 205.03. Yeah, 205.03 is going to be your low. But Ether, guys, I think the lowest you're going to hit is maybe 190, maybe 189, maybe 185. Worst case scenario, 180. But I just don't see it hitting that much lower because, the RSI and everything is starting to get stabilized. We're starting to, we're almost getting into the oversold category now, and I think Ethereum is going to start jumping again. I think you're going to start retesting the 250 to 300 range, like I said last night. I think, you know, it's just going to take time for this stuff to recover, but I don't think it's going to be anything like beginning of 18 where everything just fell down to nothing. I think it's going to be a little bit, you know, a little bit less than that, but you know, you still got the possibility of seeing further declines. Don't kid yourself. There's still possible things going down, but you know, that's part of investing. You got to take the good with the bad. But you know, I have started up a Patreon, and I'm always free to give advice and everything. If you would like to join my Patreon, you know, I'm going to try and get it to the point where I can get it hooked into my YouTube. That way you have an easy link to get to. So please join my Patreon. I would really appreciate it. And with that Patreon money, I do plan on buying myself a new tripod, because I noticed that I've gotten some comments about the camera shaking and stuff. It's because of my tripod. My tripod kind of seen its better days. It's been a good tripod, but I do need to get a new one. So if anybody wants to donate to my Patreon, I would really appreciate it. And I'm going to use the funds to better the show. I want to get I eventually want to get a green screen, and I want to get myself a nice new tripod. And I'm hoping I can get my OBS studio working again. That way it'll even look better, because I really don't like this setup either. But, you know, sometimes you got to work with what you don't like. So, anyway, like I said, guys, end of summer, 250, 300, maybe 400 Ethereum, giving a good bull run. So let's move on to the next one, which is going to be Bitcoin. Number one, you got a market cap of about 169 trillion. We're down to $9,486.00, which actually, I think this is a great entry point right here. Actually, we're down 6.38%. Let's take a look at that 24-hour. And your 24-hour, yeah, look at this. Wow. You started out the day pretty flat, 10,127.30. Looks like that's going to be, no, one. Let's see. I want to make sure I got this accurate here. Let's see. Okay, 10,000, looks like 10,132 is going to be your high. Right around here, you retrace big time to about $9,580, $9,580, which would have been a good time to get back in. This would have been a good time right around here to sell off. 10,000, let's see, what did I say? 10,000. Actually, this is your high. $10,110.07. Right around here, 94.37 would have been a great entry point to get back in. Ride that puppy up. 9,500. So if you got back in at that low point, I would wait till about 10,500 again. Get out, make some profit. Just keep on. So Bitcoin's looking good, but like I said, I'd like to see it go back down to about, if I had the money, before I personally got into Bitcoin, I'd like to see Bitcoin at least drop to about 9,000, maybe 8,900. Then I'd feel pretty good about getting it. So for Bitcoin, I'd be kind of on the sidelines right now. Let it kind of calm down, because it kind of does look like Bitcoin's in a little bit of a downward trend, but I don't think it's going to be that serious. So guys, let's take a look at the overall market. Okay, overall you got a market cap of 262 billion. We got a 24-hour volume of 51 billion. And a Bitcoin dominance of 64.4%. So guys, this is Saturday night. Be careful out there, Crypto Vision. Please share my videos, and please join my Patreon. I would certainly appreciate the help. I do want to use the funds to better the show and get this show off the ground. All right, guys, this is Crypto Vision signing off. Peace out.